What's up, guys? A little bit sick today. We got a little bit of a sinus infection going on, and to combat that, I went to this place called the Health Lab out here in Koh Samui, where they have like sauna, ice bath, steam room, all this healthy food and stuff to try and clear this up as fast as possible. But besides the point, in this video today, I'm gonna be going over the exact pivotal moment that changed everything for me, to get me from an absolute loser, working 9 to 5, just smoking weed, playing video games, not really knowing exactly what my purpose was, not taking any big risk, not taking any action towards the life that I wanted, and just pretty much settling for the mediocrity that was literally just kind of laid there for me. So to backtrack a little bit, to the 9 to 5, I was just working at Racetrack, Red Lobster, both, not terrible jobs. At Racetrack, I was just, doing the cash register, dealing with people coming in, pulling their pants down, like all these. It was like right next to the highway. And I'm from a little bit of a ghetto place. Like, it's not like all sunshine and rainbows. So we had people coming with guns sometimes. They wouldn't like try to rob the store or anything, but they just had the strap on them. And then at Red Lobster, I'd be working as a server, serving tables, feeding the people food, refilling their drinks, all that type of stuff. That job wasn't bad at all, to be completely honest. It was just me working with a bunch of gay guys and MILFs. The gay guys weren't the good part, of course. It was the MILFs that were the good part, just to clarify that. But yeah, they weren't terrible jobs. It was just like a constant loop, because I'd be waking up at 4 a.m., getting ready, taking a cold shower just to wake myself up, then driving to Racetrack, which my shift started at 5 a.m. in the morning. And then from there, I'd work from 5 a.m. until 1 p.m. in the afternoon. And then I would just go to the YMCA, which is this gym that was very close by, do whatever I needed to do there, and then go straight to my next shift at Red Lobster, where I would, just be serving tables, having a good time. And I think probably like 40 to 50% of the time, I was actually getting pretty hammered, getting drunk with the MILFs at Red Lobster, it was a very fun time. And I have a quick story for you guys before we move on. One time at Red Lobster, I thought it'd be a great idea to like try some shrooms and try serving on shrooms, and it just happened to fall into my hands. Like, one of the MILFs, she was like, yo, I got some shrooms, you want to take some? I was like, why not? So yeah, I took some of those, and then guess what? For the first time in forever, my entire family came to visit me at work. So I was like tripping out. I was like, bro, do they know I'm on shrooms? Like, what's going on here? But yeah, besides the point, both jobs, not bad, but still not where I wanted to be. And just so happens that my uncle, my great uncle, he's actually pretty rich. Like, he's like one of the richest guys in my family. He has like this online law firm agency or something. But he knew I wanted to get rich, and he knew I was like stuck in 9 to 5. So he was like, yo, Ryan, he called me up. He's like, yo, one of my wife's friends, he just got like a trust fund, because apparently his granddad was the CEO of Bank of America or something. So he just like got this entire trust fund, and now he bought like this mansion, a lot of Lamborghinis, Porsches, a yacht, jet skis, all this type of stuff. And my uncle invited me to go to his mansion for like a weekend, just to kind of see what like money looked like, if that makes sense. So I was very excited. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go see like this trust fund guy. And then a few weeks later, still working both of these 9 to 5s, so I went to go visit my uncle. We drove over to this trust fund kid's house, and by kid, he was like probably 60, 65, but he looked like 75, 85, like he was pretty fat, unhealthy, but he had all the money in the world. And just being able to see like what type of life you can have if you have money, I think this was like the one pivotal moment for me, where I realized the money is out there. Like, you just have to go get it. But I was like looking at all the cars, the art that was there, the food that we had. It was just a top-notch experience that I was very grateful for, and being able to just see what money is like. And then I also realized like money isn't everything, because he's like super unhealthy, he's fat, he's probably not happy with his wife, his kid was probably on antidepressants. And that was actually an idea of my uncle. And I had like, if his daughter was hot, maybe I could just like bang her, marry her, and then get rich as fast as possible. But yeah, she was pretty ugly. She was fat as well, probably on antidepressants. She wasn't really quite there mentally. Like, I was trying to talk to her, and she would just be looking off in the distance at some rainbows or something, whatever the antidepressants were doing to her. But yeah, following that weekend, when I got back to the 9 to 5, I was quickly realizing that just grinding 2 9 to 5s, I was pretty much just grinding in the wrong direction, because like I could save up for 60 years, 70 years, and with the inflation rate, with what I'm spending on like video games, weed, and not really having that pressure because I was living with my parents at the time, so everything was already taken care of, I realized like this isn't the right path. Like there's no way I'm gonna get rich like this. And I was only a college dropout at the time, so only having very limited knowledge, very limited skills on even getting in the right vehicle to get rich. Like I knew I had to do something different. Like I had to like take another path, because the path I was going down was not leading anywhere to where I wanted to go. So that's when I decided for myself, like what did I even want? Like if I had all the money in the world, all the time in the world, what would I do each and every single day? So that's when I like got that piece of paper out. I was like, okay, if I had all the money in the world, all the time in the world, I'd want to travel, have my own place, be able to live on my own terms, not have to listen to a boss, and just do what I want to do when I want to do it with who I want to do it with. And that's when I started looking online across a lot of these online different businesses that you see. I tried like day trading, e-commerce, drop shipping. Then I found remote sales, which is what I'm doing now. I'm doing closing now, but I started off as an appointment setter for B2B back in the US when I was living with my parents. And for like 3 months, I was making absolutely $0, but I was still training, learning from very good people, acquiring the skill set, and just learning sales overall, which I think now is definitely the most important skill in the world, not only for making money, but for dating, for making friends, for just any interaction, because everything is sales. But yeah, following the first few weeks, first few months in remote sales, I still didn't really have that pressure that I needed to double or triple the actions and the inputs I needed to acquire the dream output that I wanted, which was to be able to do exactly what I wanted to do. So that's when I decided for myself, okay, I'm not going to just wait around for this life that I've always dreamed of. I need to go out there and start living it, and then just let reality catch up with me. And that's exactly what I did. And the thing is, guys, like most people, they're born, unique. They have their own dreams. But the sad thing is most people die a copy. They just let the 9 to 5 kind of take over their dreams. They just sell their souls for a salary. And by souls, I mean their dreams. And I mean, it's just a very sad thing. So being able to just go after what you want, and that's exactly what I did. I left for Thailand with $1,500 to my name. Still no income from remote sales, unfortunately. I was still on this offer that I thought was going to do very well, but I still made $0 in the first few months on there as well, especially when I first came out to Thailand. But the one pivotal moment was definitely just like opening up my eyes to the fact that the vehicle that I was in and both of the 9 to 5s, and just settling for that mediocrity, like just being self-aware and just waking up, if that makes sense. Because like during that time when I was working 2 9 to 5s, I was very distracted. I was just working from 5 a.m. until almost 10 p.m. at night, and then I would just go spend my paycheck on maybe a club, going to the raves, maybe video games, weed. I would just be stuck in a constant loop and just lose that self-awareness that's very crucial to be able to wake up to the fact that you're not where you want to be yet. And all it takes is like hitting that rock bottom point, opening up your eyes and writing down exactly what you would do if you had all the money and all the time in the world. And of course, I was still working 2 9 to 5s. I did try something else with my friend. It was like this contracting business where I had to buy a truck, buy all these tools, ladders. And at one point I hit rock bottom was when I was like working one of these jobs, and afterwards I was going home. It was a very hot day, so maybe I was like having a heat stroke or something. I saw this mailman like maybe 40 feet out, and for some reason I just didn't hit the brakes. I hit the mailman instead and totaled my truck. The mailman was okay, everyone was okay except my poor truck. So yeah, I mean, at that I had that rock bottom point, a few other rock bottom points where I realized that the life that I was living wasn't the life that I wanted, and I'd rather like go after what I wanted, go after my dreams, instead of just settle for where I was. Like, no matter if I failed, because if you fail, guys, this is what I was like thinking of. Like, if I went out there to Thailand, with $1,500 to my name, no income whatsoever, and I failed. I mean, I wasn't gonna go home anyways, but if I did fail, if you fail, like, you don't need to worry about going broke. I've been broke at least 4 or 5 times by now. You can always just go back to the 9 to 5. It's always gonna be there as like a cushion. You have your parents, hopefully. You probably have some good friends. You got some good relatives. There's always gonna be people there taking care of you, looking after your back if you're very blessed. But if not, you always have yourself in the end. So I mean, as long as you believe in yourself, you realize that, I mean, no one's going to come save you. No one's going to come knock on your door and tell you that your dream's already here. All the money is right here. Like, no one's going to just give you a handout. You have to go out there and hand it out to yourself. You need to find out what that thing is that you want in the first place, which is also very important, because if you don't know what you want, and you maybe see someone on Instagram, or maybe you see me on YouTube or another person on YouTube, and you see them living a life that you might want, and then you actually get there, you do all the work, the risk, and the sacrifices necessary, but it's not what you really wanted, and you make it to where they are, you might not even like it. You need to find out exactly what you want and not what someone else wants, and then you'll find that life that aligns with what you truly wanted in the first place, and you'll be able to do anything it takes to get there. And that's exactly what I've done. Moving out to Thailand, of course, no income, little savings, and then just sacrificing, not having to eat for a few days, not being able to pay rent, food, electricity, not even being able to pay for my girlfriend that I have now for almost 2 years now. I mean, just being able to be resilient and just persevere through those very tough times to realize that, okay, I mean, it's going to go downhill for a little bit, but then you have to realize that the slingshot effect will kick in. Because as long as you're doing the right inputs each and every single day with very high quality, very high intensity for a long enough period of time, those dreams, whatever you want in your life, it will come into fruition, as long as you just don't give up. It's as simple as that. As long as you can stay clear and have that mental picture in your mind of what you truly want in this life, it will come true, as long as you consciously move the needle forward each and every single day of your life, which is exactly what I did. And that's how I was able to go from $0 starving to my first $10,000 month with remote sales, like 3 months later after that first sale that I got. And of course, I had a lot of very good friends, surrounded by the right people making 10K, 20K, 50K, 100K a month out there in Bangkok, Thailand, as well as a very supportive girlfriend. Even though I was flat broke, she didn't leave me. If I was in the West, in the USA, maybe Miami, LA, or maybe even Atlanta, where I'm from, if I went flat broke, it's very likely that all of these girls would leave me. But out here in Thailand, they're very supportive. Even if you're flat broke, as long as they can see that you're doing what it takes, they'll stick with you until the end. And it's also very important to surround yourself with absolute killers, like I was saying. Like, if you're surrounded by people who are just partying, clubbing, drinking, smoking, just how I was back home in the States, then it's very likely you're going to be falling down the same rabbit holes, doing the wrong inputs, and then ultimately destroying yourself. But because I was surrounded by people who were pushing me, telling me to do these things, to network like this, and to take these actions, I was able to implement that into my own life and to get to where I wanted to go. So guys, that's pretty much it for the video. You're only left with really 2 choices if you're still making it to this part. The first one is you can go after your dreams, do whatever it takes to get there, make the sacrifices you need to make, take the calculated risk, and then make the relentless actions to get there. Or number 2, you can give up on your dream, live in regret for your entire life, and then end up in the graveyard like all the dreams that are already there are. So it's 2 choices, very easy decision to make. It just depends on what you want to do and how you want to take your life to either the next level or level out and drop out and be like everyone else. But guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. I'm gonna go to sleep now and try to recover back to 100% by tomorrow, so that way I can bang out some more quality content for you guys, get some more deals in the door, and enjoy the beautiful life out here in Koh Samui. So guys, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.